Hi everyone, how you doing? So the title for this video is We Just Don't Go There. We just don't go there. Yeah. As always, just take what resonates and leave the rest. But yeah, we just don't go there. So what are we noticing in our organisation or in the clients we work with? Or just in general across our organisation, how we think, the mindset, how we behave, what we're prepared to talk about, what we're prepared to bring up for air that needs conversation, versus what we are unable to. And the feeling of there being a breaking point, regarding what is acceptable to talk about, to bring into conversation, where it's been avoided. Perhaps we've been running from certain issues, or certain problems that are permeating the organisation, or perhaps more broadly, beyond just the business, perhaps in wider society, and the issues are becoming unavoidable. It's like an elephant in the room that's got bigger and bigger. And so, yeah, you may be feeling at breaking point, and you might be feeling that you're working towards making some kind of change, and perhaps it's an individual decision at first, or perhaps it's like a group decision, but you're ready to make some kind of change because you kind of realize you can't carry on. So perhaps you've been in this process for quite a while in your thinking, and you're like, I need to say something, or I need to have a conversation, with a particular team, or perhaps at a board level. There needs to be a conversation, and this is actually going to be rewarding, and it's going to bring about some very, very, very needed change. But there's been a lot of hesitancy and holding back for fear of being judged, for fear of being shut down, for perhaps even losing your job. But I think if the last 3 years have taught us anything, oftentimes inaction can actually cause us more problems, and staying silent in the long run can cause us a lot more problems, and therefore that requires us to take more responsibility, I think at this point certainly, than we ever would have done. So, and when you do this, you're going to be seen in a different light by people, obviously, but it's going to be beneficial for you and for the people around you. Okay, change is scary, speaking up is scary, but if we don't address things that have been festering and causing rot, eventually it's gonna, we're gonna end up in a really unpleasant situation, and that unpleasantness, as I said earlier, is being felt. So it's crunch time. So you may find yourself in a bit of a juggling act right now in terms of other priorities that you've got going on. But for the longest time now, having said we just don't go there, you're now at the point of, I do need to go there, and something's got to be done, because the benefit of staying silent or not dealing with certain issues is reduced so much now, and so I have to take more responsibility, and it's scary, but it's got to happen. And have faith in the process, have faith in this change that you're making, and it's actually going to bring about some surprisingly good movement and positive energy. You'd be surprised how people respond beyond the kind of default thinking that we have, the fears that we have about how people are going to react, how we're going to be judged, etc. So yeah, that was the title for this one. We just don't go there is now changing to we need to go there. So I feel like there's a lot of us that are in this process at the moment of recognising that we have to take more responsibility if we actually want some real lasting change and forward movement. And what hasn't been addressed for so long now needs to be addressed. So hope that's helpful. I'll see you on the next one.